See ya. Where to budge? Hi, how are you? But I just spoke the language called Hungarian, or Magyar. Unlike most Central European languages, Hungarian is not Indo-European. It's actually Uralic. Languages have families, kind of like how we do. At the top of this family tree is Uralic, which then divides into Finno-Ugric and Samoyed. Finno-Ugric then divides into Finno and Ugric, which Hungarian is a part of the Finno group. This is important to note because, unlike most languages, Hungarian does not have any relative languages, or languages that sound similar to it, kind of like how Spanish and Italian sound alike. Although Hungarian is a very unique language, it does have influences from Turkish, Slavic, and German in its vocabulary. Hungary as a nation can trace its history back to a Finno-Ugric tribe called the Magyars, according to Britannica. Although it is not 100% known where they originated from in Russia, it is likely that they came from somewhere between the Ural Mountains and the Volga River, right around this area. And this is where the Turkish influence begins. From the 5th to 7th century, the Magyars had a tribal association with the Turkish tribe Varsas. And Columbia University gives some examples of the words from Turkish that now translate into Hungarian. The Turkish word for ba, which means to make somebody pass out, is baj in Hungarian. In English, no is bil in Turkish and bur in Hungarian. In English, still is kal in Turkish and skor in Hungarian, but it means cheat. In English, reach is ir in Turkish and ir in Hungarian. In English, dig is iash in Turkish and ash in Hungarian. And in English, die is ole in Turkish and ul in Hungarian. Around the 9th century is when the Hungarians arrived in the Carpathian Basin, where they still reside today. This is where the Slavic communication begins. Dr. Zoltan Andreas from Budapest University gives some examples of this. For example, farmstead in English is tonja in Slavic and tanya in Hungarian. A type of vessel is nasad in Slavic and nasod in Hungarian. And fish trap is versa in Slavic and visa in Hungarian. Dr. Andreas also goes into Pannonian Slavic, which is a subfamily of Slavic. This can specifically be seen with the reflexes, such as DLLL from Slavic to Hungarian, DJ in Slavic, GY in Hungarian, TJ in Slavic is TY in Hungarian. And the English word for the pitchfork, vidla in Pannonian Slavic is vila in Hungarian. English for an administrative unit is Rajja in Pannonian Slavic, but Rajaya in Hungarian. And in English, slingshot is praja in Slavic, but parata in Hungarian. Around the 14th century is when we see the first influence of German on Hungarian. Germany ruled over Hungary for a period of time, and also the fact that they were close together means the languages kind of just intermixed. EasyGlot.com and Socrates Cornelius give some examples of Hungarian words that have German origin, such as the English word for wire is jot in German and jot in Hungarian. An English gas is Zeitung in German and Sokol in Hungarian. An English alcohol is Alkohol in German and Hungarian, and shampoo is Tampon in German and Skampul in Hungarian. In conclusion, Hungarian is a very unique language that doesn't have any language that sound alike to it, but the fact that it has German, Slavic, and Turkish influences on it make it just that much more unique. Any questions?